I brought James Madison to the ACC to rebuild them, and in the last 4 seasons, Coach Sparrow has led the Dukes to 3 bowl wins, but we haven't been able to get over the hump and make it to the college football playoff. Last season, James Khalil was a first team All American and led this offense. And our star QB, Ken Johnson, got hurt at the end of the year, but he's been working hard in the offseason and spring to come back stronger to make a national championship run. So, can the Dukes finally make the college football playoff? We'll see. But if y'all like content like this and anything college football 25, smash that like button, comment down below, and if y'all want to join my college football 26 giveaway, subscribe to the channel and follow me on Twitter and TikTok. Link will be in the description of the video. Y'all already know the impact players for this season. Y'all know Ken Johnson is back. He was hurt last season, got hurt at the end of last year, so his numbers don't really prove to how great he really was, but he was having a great season, his highest completion percentage of his career, highest passing rating. He was having a great season before he got hurt. Y'all already know about this guy, one of the best running backs in the country. He was a first team All-American last year, over 820 yards rushing, extra 277 receiving, which we're definitely going to try to get that number up this year. He is definitely going to be our workhorse at running back this season. Moving over to receiver, y'all already know, man, about Matthew McNulty. Y'all already know about him, the burner. He had over 926 yards last season, the most receiving touchdowns of his career. And we also got Braylon Stanley, transferred from Clemson last year. He was a big addition to our team, a huge addition, a guy that had over 800 yards, 7 touchdowns. He had a great season. But we also have some new additions to the team. KJ Jones, he didn't play much last season. He didn't play much at all. But since we did lose some seniors when it came to receivers, you will definitely see him as definitely a focal point in this offense. And moving over to our defense, one guy I definitely want to talk about is this senior, Kayshawn Flowers. The reason why I want to talk about him, because he is going to make a huge impact because he has gold quick jump. He is going to be one of our pass rushers. He's a transfer. We got him from the transfer portal from Maryland. I'm definitely expecting a big year out of him. For the safety, y'all already know about Jamel. He had a pretty big year for us last season. He was one of our guys, 36 tackles last year. He's going to be playing up top, so he's going to be more involved in the defense this year. Expecting a big year out of him. And y'all already know, man, about this dog, KJ Flo. He been with us the last 3 years, 72 tackles, his best year yet last year. He is going to be the leader and the captain for our defense. And moving over to our schedule, I mean, it's pretty tough this year. We got, I think, 3 ranked teams so far. We got TCU, we got the defending national champions, Oregon, we got Syracuse, and then we start going to our ACC play. But I feel like we can have a big year this year. I know last year, it's like every season, we just go right above 500, about 2 games above 500. This year we have to dominate. And for us to do that, I'm going to have to hop into more games. So I know in the last 4 years, how I usually do is I play in 3 regular season games. I can only play in 3. This year, I will be increasing that number. I will be playing in 6 games. So half of the games from our regular season, I will be playing in. I'm going to be playing in all of the every opponent that's ranked, I will be playing in that game, but I will be playing in 6 and hopping in and playing into 6 regular season games this season. And when it comes to recruiting, we are not going to focus on recruiting at all. Because like I said, this is the last season for James Madison, so we will not be touching recruiting at all this season. Our first regular season game of this season, this is a must win. A must win. Like I said, we're playing number 13th ranked TCU. This is going to be a big game. If we want to really make a national championship run and make it to the college football playoff, we have to win today. This is a must win starting now, especially these non-conference games versus these ranked opponents. This is what will get us in the top 25. 10, it looks like they got press coverage on the outside on Stanley. We might try to hit him We might try to get a big shot right here, and I think that's going to be boom. Touchdown, James Madison. That is how you start off this season. That is how you start off this season. Like I said, we have all the talent in the world on offense to make it to the college football playoff. All we got to do is just put it together. And one thing I forgot to go over when I was going over our impact players is our user for this season. Our user for this season will be Tyrese Cruz. He has 92 speed. Yes, he was a 4-star, I think it was a 3 or 4-star athlete from Grand Rapids, Michigan. He is a dog. I thought about playing him at safety this year, but I'm like, he will be an amazing user. That 92 speed, and he can play coverage on his own too as well. I'm telling you, this guy right here is gonna have a huge year. Go, we got 1st and 10. We're in the 4th quarter. TCU still hasn't scored a single point as we stopped them again for a negative play. Our defense has came out and they have came to play today. Our defense has came to play. Oh, it looks like they might score right here, and that's a big run. That's a big run right there. Here we go, though. Here we go. We got 3rd and 1. We're going to send. No, we're going to come out and cover 2. We're going to pinch our line, though. We're coming out and cover 2. Come on. And that's how fast our linebacker is. Y'all saw Tyrese Cruz came from his linebacker spot, chased down their quarterback, which, by the way, they have a really fast quarterback, chased him down and made a play. That was insane. They're going to go over the top, and that's going to be a touchdown, TCU, though. Their first touchdown of this game is going to come in the 4th quarter. Like I said, man, I am proud of this James Madison team today. Our defense has came to play, and that's Cruz again with a big tackle. And that's going to be another touchdown by Jonathan Ogden. That's a touchdown on the wide receiver screen. Like I said, man, we have been dominant. That is Ken Johnson's 4th passing touchdown of this game, and it's looking like it's over. Gonna be the end of this game. James Madison takes it at home, first game of the season, dominating fashion. This is how we need to play all season. If we can play like this all season, we will make the college football playoff. Y'all see it, Ken Johnson, 264 and 5 touchdowns, 69% completion percentage. Overall, man, a beautiful game by James Madison. And just to give y'all an update on the injury report, our All-American running back, he is someone that's supposed to lead us to a college football playoff, a national championship this year. James Khalil, he is out for 7 weeks with a dislocated ankle. And honestly, I think he got hurt on that play where he got tackled and he got rolled over. I think that's when he got hurt. He did end up beating Miami, Ohio 44-0. Wow. We're coming to play this season, man. 44-0. Ken Johnson, 4 touchdowns, over 250 yards. Our backup running back, by the way, just because he's a backup, that does not mean he cannot play. He is a 5-star recruit, 84 overall. He had 18 carries for 160 yards, 8.9 yards a carry and a touchdown. Ogden, KJ Jones, like I said when I was going over our impact players, he was someone that's going to be productive this year. That's exactly what he did this game. Ogden and Jones definitely stepped up for McNulty and James Khalil that were out. Flowers had a big game, a tackle for a loss and 5 tackles. Nash had 3 sacks. Overall, man, a great game by this James Madison team. This week we got Old Dominion. We will be playing in this game because this is a rivalry game. This is a rivalry game, and right now we are 3-0. 3-0 in our rivalry versus Old Dominion. If we could end off this rebuild going 4-0 versus Old Dominion, that would be big. And here we go. We're in the 4th quarter of this game, and surprisingly, Old Dominion is in this game as we make a throw to Kai Jones, and he makes the catch. But like I said, man, they're in this game. It is honestly surprising to me. They're up 17-6. We have not been able to get the running game going. I think we only got 2 rushing yards all game. We're going to try to go to this little wishbone, and it works, and that's going to be a touchdown. All we need is a stop right now on defense. We obviously got to go for 2 right here. We might try to hit Matthew McNulty on this slant. I don't think he's going to be open. We might got to take it with Ken Johnson. We might got to take it, and that's the 2-point conversion. Good. We are now down by 3 points. All we need is our stop from our defense. Like I said, I want to go undefeated in this rivalry during this rebuild with James Madison. So this is a must-win game. 10 on defense. It looks like they might try to go underneath it. That's a big pick. Big pick right there by the transfer from Middle Tennessee State. Huge pick right there. That is how you play cover 2. That is how you play cover 2. That was a beautiful pick by our transfer. Here we go, though. Here we go. We're back on offense. It looks like they're in some type of press coverage. They do got help over the top, though. But that's an easy touchdown. He's just wide open. And James Madison takes the lead. 2nd and 12 right now. Wow, and that is a big catch. That was a beautiful throw. That is a touchdown, Old Dominion. Old Dominion is staying in this game right now. We are definitely the more talented team, but Old Dominion, they came to play. They've now taken the lead with 3 minutes left in this game. 2nd and 6. We got about a minute left in this game. We're in the red zone right now. I might try to hit Hepburn down the middle, and he makes a big catch. Big catch. Go down the middle right here. It doesn't like there's going to be anything open, though. I think that's open. Beautiful throw by King Johnson for the touchdown. Weedale taking the lead, I think, with about 40 seconds left in this game. Yeah, 40 seconds left in this game. All we got to do is just play defense, and we can come out of here with a win. Is moving. We're going to stay. We're going to stay in this cover 1 man. We're going to believe in our DBs right now. There we go. There we go. Keep everything in front of us. Beautiful. No, he got beat. Wow. He got beat over the top right there. Oh my God. I really do not know how our corner got beat right there. Are you serious? With 10 seconds left in this game, one of our best corner, like literally our best corner on the team, got beat. And man, wow. Y'all drop it down in the comments. Maybe I should have just ran just prevent. We only had a couple seconds left in this game. We got to try to get a deep play. I honestly don't know what to go right here. I think that's one. There we go. 5 seconds. Big shot. Can we kick 60? I can't kick 60 yards. Oh, man. We have to try to keep Hepburn on block and just try to go for a deep shot. Can he make a play? And he can. That's going to be the game. Wow. Old Dominion comes out of here with a win. We did not get the sweep. We could not. We went 3-1 versus Old Dominion in this rebuild. Still a positive record, but I really wanted that win, and that's definitely going to affect us going to the college football playoff because we should beat a team like Old Dominion. We should not lose to a team like Old Dominion. And after that loss versus Old Dominion, we have more bad news. Braylon Stanley now is out for 5 weeks with a dislocated hip. Him and James Khalil are both out for the next 5 weeks. That is a huge hit. Huge hit to our offense because this week we got Oregon. 4th ranked Oregon. We have to play in this game. Like I said, we can only play in 6 games this season. So far, we played in 2. Looking at our schedule, we got to play this game versus Oregon. I feel like we got to play Clemson too, but then after that, we can only play in two more season games. So what we might have to do is play in this game versus Oregon, play versus Clemson for sure, and then not play versus VTech, and then play versus Syracuse. That's probably what we're going to have to do. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to have to do because we got to play this game versus Oregon. This versus the defending national champions. Looking at Oregon's roster, I already know this team is gonna be stacked. Their roster, like I said, great quarterback, led by a field general, definitely can throw the ball. Then they got uh, they got dogs at running back with Platinum Shifty. Oh, that's gonna be tough. And then they got this receiver right here with sure hands, 97 speed with sure hands is crazy. 99 catching, 99 catching traffic. They got a pretty good tight end too. Their D line is amazing. Linebackers amazing. This is gonna be our toughest test yet for sure. But if y'all like content like this, go ahead, man. Subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and do not forget to leave a like on the video. Here we go. This is gonna be our toughest matchup yet all season. Going up against the defending national champions, ranked 4th in the country this year. This is going to be a huge game. If we can pull off this upset, we might just get in the top 25. James Khalil out. We got Braylon Stanley out, one of our best receivers. But can we pull off this upset today? 9 right now. That's a beautiful route by our tight end. Beautiful route by our tight end right there. Hepburn. Oh, can we figure out a way to punch it in? We take it. We can Johnson. That's a touchdown. First touchdown on the board for James Madison. That was a huge drive led by Ken Johnson. Here we go. We got 3rd and 5 right now. We got to figure out a way to get a stop right here. It looks like they might try to go down the middle. There we go, defense. Come on, good job, defense. Huge stop right there. Getting a 3 and out. It looks like heavy man. We might try to look for Kyle Jones right here. I don't think he gets open, but we can't take it for a touchdown. We can Johnson. His second one of the day on the ground. Touchdown, James Madison. Like I said, man, I told y'all we can be a great team. I really don't know how we lost to Old Dominion last week, but we're playing a great first quarter versus the defending national champions. We got 3rd and 3. We're in the 4th quarter of this game. We're up 21-10. Can we get a stop right here? And that's the stop. Huge stop by our defense right there. Huge stop on 3rd down. Huge stop. Here we go. They got it. They got to go for it right here. It looks like they might come back out in the same thing, and they go right down the middle for the first down. He's got to watch out for 82. There we go. Come on, deep. No, he held on to that. That's going to be a touchdown, Oregon. We honestly just gave the quarterback way too much time right there back in the pocket. We're gonna go hard flat right here with our corner. They try to fake it, and wow, they didn't get it. They did not get it. All we need to do is just hang on to the ball, get first downs, and just run this clock out, and we can pull off this upset. We got Falk on the return. That's a huge return. Huge return. I think that's our backup corner. Our backup corner just returned a kick return touchdown. Touchdown, James Madison. That was for 105 yards to the house. Wow, and that might just put the nail in the coffin on this game. We need is one stop right here, and we win this game. One stop. One stop. There we go, and there's Cruz with the pick. Oh my God, this young man just got a huge stop on 3rd down. Then he comes back on the other end and gets a pick. I told y'all he was going to have a great season. And that was a huge stop right there by our defense. We come out right here in the wishbone, and that's going to be a huge run. Gonna be the end of this game. James Madison pulls off the biggest upset of the season, taking down the defending national champions. Ken Johnson, 228 passing yards and 3 touchdowns, a great completion percentage. Like I said, man, this is the way we need to be playing. This is the way we need to be playing. We play great on both ends, from offense, defense, to special teams. Overall, man, just a great game by James Madison. And here we go, week 5. This week we got Clemson. We will be playing this game. This is going to be a big game because we did not get in the top 25 after beating Oregon. I don't know how we didn't get put in the top 25, but we didn't. This week, though, we got Clemson. We will be playing this game because, like I said, we were going to play all of the ranked opponents this season. And, Clemson, they're ranked 24th in the country. Right now, we are sitting at ninth in the ACC in the conference. If we can win this game versus Clemson, I already know we definitely will get moved up to the top 5 in the conference. But you got North Carolina sitting at ranked fifth in the country. They're still undefeated. They're 4-0. Clemson sitting at the top of that conference. This is gonna be a big game. This is gonna be a huge game. But looking at the stats so far this season, Ken Johnson is having an All-American year in my opinion. 11 touchdowns, only 2 picks, 73% completion percentage, over 1,000 yards. Agbar has been having a great season with um with our star running back being out. Ogden Ogden's been taking over. Kai Jones. McNulty has not been having his best year so far this season. Only 7 catches. So that's kind of crazy, but we're playing great football all around. Nash got 5.5 sacks. At Clemson's roster, I already know they're gonna have a great roster led by their senior quarterback, Jaden Davis. He got a big arm. He's more of a pocket passer for sure. They definitely got pretty good running backs. Their receivers are pretty good too as well. They don't have a fast tight end, only 70 speeds like a blocking tight end. So we shouldn't really be worried about him in a passing game. They got a great O line, great D line. I really am looking for them platinum quick jumps to see what to see. Yeah, here we go. They got one right here, Mayo. So we're gonna have to worry about him this game. Don't see anything else. They do got a 91 speed linebacker. Their corners are amazing. Oh my god. Oh my god, they got some amazing corners. They got one of the best secondaries in the country. This is definitely gonna be a tough game. And here we go. We got third and goal right now. We in the fourth quarter of this game. Game is tied 14 all. We got to figure out a way to get into the end zone. And can we get in there? We punch it in. Touchdown, James Madison. Ken Johnson today, he hasn't been having his best game. It's raining. We're playing up against a great defense, but he is figuring out how to move this football down the field. And game is now 21-14 with 4 minutes left in this game that this team has. But they try to go a read option. That's a big stop by our D tackle. Again, Garrison Butler with the big stop. We get the ball back with 4 minutes left in this game. I know one thing y'all have noticed this season is that our defense is playing at a whole nother level. Last season, we probably had one of the worst defenses in the country. This season, we're holding teams to 14 points. We held Miami, Ohio to 0. This season has definitely been a lot better for us on defense. But here we go. We're coming out in this play right here. And that's gonna be a pick. I don't know why I threw that. I don't need y'all in the comments telling me why I threw that. Oh my god. I don't know why I threw that. I honestly thought he would at the most deflect it, but I didn't know he had platinum house call. Oh, he doesn't get the tackle. Straight man. We're coming out in straight man coverage. Can we get a stop right here? That's a big stop by our defense again. Huge sack by our defense with 3 minutes left in this game. I told y'all, man, our defense is playing at another level this season. We're coming out in cover 3. 2nd and 8. Come on, get the stop. Big pick. That might just be the game. He threw that right into his hands. He threw that right in our DB's hands, and that might just be the game-sealing pick. Oh my god, and we commit a fumble. Wow. Never mind. Oh my god. I'm telling you, I always mess something up. I promise y'all, man. I always mess something up. In we had the game sealed. A minute left in this game. All we had to do was just run the clock. Oh my god. Game is now tied. Now we gotta try to go down and score a touchdown. 5 seconds left in this game. We gotta try to get a big play right here down the field. No, there we go. No, can you make the throw? Boom! Big throw. Huge throw by Ken Johnson. It was red, so I honestly didn't think the pass would get there, but it did. That was a huge throw. Huge throw by Ken Johnson. Here we go. Here we go. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. We're just going to throw it off to our 2nd and 12. Second and 12. Tom is moving right now. Tom is moving. About 10 seconds left in this game. We got to try to get this play off. We got to throw it away. 6 seconds left. 6 seconds left. The only thing I'm thinking about doing right here is just running the ball so I get right there in the middle. Right there. So I get right there kind of like in the middle for this field goal. That is what we're going to try to do, and we can't get there. We got to call a timeout. We just got to kick a field goal. We just got to try to kick a field goal. This is for the game. Can I make this field goal? The wind is moving, though. It is 17 miles per hour to the left. I got to try to turn this kick to the right. I think that's right down the middle, and that's going to be the game. That's going to be the game. James Madison takes it. Oh, my God. Y'all know I am not the best at kicking field goals. I am terrible at kicking field goals. But we were able to escape out of here with a win. That was a gritty game. Ken Johnson, only 53% completion percentage, only 181 passing yards. That was not the best game for us when it came to our offense. That was our defense won us that game. Our defense won us that game. And here we go. We are now in week 8. Week 8 of the season. Y'all see it, man. We are 5-1. We are now ranked 15th. 15th in the country. Top 15. We took down V-Tech 36-29. Ken Johnson had a career game, 332 yards, 4 touchdowns. Rushing, we didn't really do much. McNulty, 2 touchdowns. Alden had 2 touchdowns too. A great game by them. Also, I think McNulty got player of the week last week. Let me see. Yeah, he got player of the week. What was it? Yeah, he got player of the week last week for his game. So great game by us last week. This week we got Syracuse. This is going to be a big game. But one thing I want to check is the conference standings. Right now we are fourth in the ACC. I really want to make that conference championship. Right now Duke is up top in the ACC right now. That's crazy. North Carolina fell down to 7th, but they're still ranked 8th in the country. Right now we're ranked 4th, so we did move up. This week we got Syracuse. We will be hopping into this game. This is a must that we have to hop into this game. So far we've hopped into 4 games this season. This will be our 5th one right here. And looking at the stats so far this season, we're at the halfway point. Ken Johnson having a career year. 1,500 yards, 16 touchdowns, only 5 picks, 69% completion percentage. We aren't really doing that much on the ground. It's been mainly us throwing the football. Ogden is having a big year, leading us in receiving. McNulty is starting to move back up. KJ Jones in the slot, 4 receiving touchdowns. Adbar's been doing some in receiving too as well. Overall, man, just a great season we're having. We got to continue this. If we want to make the college football playoff, we got to keep winning games. We got to take down Syracuse this week, and we got to figure out what other game we're going to hop into, because after this Syracuse game, we can only play in one more game this season. Unless one of these 5 teams get ranked, we can only play in one more game after this game versus Syracuse. Here we go. We're in the 4th quarter of this game versus Syracuse. We got 2nd and 16. Game is 20-13. We do got the lead right now. It's KJ Jones makes a great play right there after the catch. Like I said, our defense has been playing amazing all year. We've gave up 13 points to one of the best offenses statistically this year. We're playing great football right now. We got 4 minutes left in this game. here on his comeback route, but I don't think he's going to get over. We're going to go underneath to our tight end, Hepburn. And can he get in the end zone? And that's a touchdown. Touchdown, James Madison. I really do not know. I don't know what got in us in the offseason, but I really don't know how we're playing this good. Maybe it's because I'm hopping into more games. That's probably what the problem was. Maybe when I do these rebuilds and I'm doing like a episode, like if I'm playing the entire season in one episode, like one season an episode, maybe I should hop into more games. That's probably what we're gonna do. It's 2 minutes left in this game. No, and that's gonna be a touchdown. That's gonna be a touchdown by Syracuse. Side. Syracuse has to start using their timeouts right here. We're gonna go to the pitch to Agbar, and that's a big run by him. He's been having a great season. He's been having a beautiful season. With James Khalil out, he has stepped up so much, and he is definitely having a great season. Beautiful football all year, all year, all year. We're gonna try to take it right here, and that's a touchdown. Touchdown, James Madison to end off this game. I'm telling y'all, man, Ken Johnson, he needs to be in the running for the Heisman. Like, I know he doesn't have like Heisman stats, but he has changed this team this year. I don't know what he did in the offseason. I know he was working hard in the spring, coming back from his injury last season, but he has stepped up and played at another level. This game, James Madison takes it 34-20. Huge game again by Ken Johnson. He probably just got another player of the game, and he did. 81% completion percentage. And throughout this entire rebuild, I've been playing on Heisman. Y'all know I don't play rebuilds on any other level but Heisman. That's all we play on. And he threw for over 300 yards, 80% completion percentage, and 4 touchdowns. A beautiful game by Ken Johnson and this James Madison program. Like I said, Ken Johnson, 325 in the air, 3 touchdowns. He also had a rushing touchdown too as well. Matt Agbar, he has been having a great year when it came to receiving. Matthew McNulty has been stepping up the last 2 weeks, back to back 100-yard games. Ogden has been a staple in our offense for the last 2 to 3 years. KJ Jones has stepped up. This right here, this guy has stepped up. Most improved player this season, especially with Braylon being out, the transfer from Clemson. KJ Jones has stepped up a lot this season. And here we go. We are now in week 10. Week 10, we did beat Virginia. We did beat Virginia last week. Ken Johnson, another great game. James Khalil, 14 carries for 104. His first game back since his injury, had 100 yards. Braylon Stanley had a receiving touchdown, his first game back since injury. Matthew McNulty, KJ Jones, this trio right here has definitely, in my opinion, been the best in the country. Our defense played great with Robert Sawyer getting a pick. Overall, man, just a great game. This week we got Duke, and we're gonna hop into this game versus Duke. We were gonna play this game versus Duke in general because they are one of the top teams in the conference right now. They're ranked 25th in the country. And so far, looking at the college football bracket, they have us playing Georgia right now in the first round. I'm trying my absolute hardest to get that bye, so we could go to the quarterfinal. The only way we could possibly do that is taking Iowa's spot right there at third and playing the Rose Bowl game, playing that Rose Bowl game. And so far, looking at the stats for this season, Ken Johnson, 2,000 yards, 22 touchdowns, only 7 picks, 180 passing rating, averaging 260 in the air a game. Look, moving over to rushing, we haven't been able to do much when it came to rushing because with James Khalil being out, but Matt Agbar having a pretty good season, 1 yards a carry. Ken Johnson, though, 8 rushing touchdowns. He has a combined over 30 touchdowns this season. He's having an exceptional year. McNulty and Ogden have a chance to both get 1,000-yard seasons. Can't underestimate KJ Jones though. He's been having a big year. But overall, man, this team has came together in this last year and it is just perfect. The fact that they've been able to come together this last year of this rebuild has been crazy. But Marcellus Nash has 10 sacks. Oh my God. I did not notice that. He has 10 sacks and he is not in any awards list or nothing. That is crazy. In that Duke's roster, it looks like they got a pretty good defense. They got 3 corners that are 90 plus overalls. They got a left end that's 90 plus. Leading them at quarterback is this 92 speed quarterback, 93 throw. Wow, they got a pretty good quarterback back there. Um, Pretty decent running backs. Not great at receiver, but they definitely do got Chase Tyler leading them at receiver. Not the best tight end, but this Duke team is not bad, man. They came a long way. But I feel like they hang their hat on their defense for sure. Their defense is way better than their offense. It's definitely gonna be a tough game for us when it comes to getting our offense going, but I feel like we can pull off this game. I feel like we can pull off this game. Duke is at the top of the conference right now. If the season had to end right now, it would be us versus Duke in the conference championship, which would be our first conference championship of this rebuild. But yeah, this is definitely gonna be a tough conference matchup versus the Blue Devils. Here we go. We're in the fourth quarter of this game. We are up 30-6. 30-6. We have been dominating this game right now. I tried to hit Khalil on that little wheel route. He was open. I just couldn't get enough time. We're gonna go back to that play. We're gonna go back to that play to Khalil. We gotta get protection from our O line. And I think we got protection right there, and that's gonna be a big play. James Khalil. He is back. He is back from injury, even better. And this has been a buzzsaw here in Durham, North Carolina, on the road. We have dominated the Blue Devils. We are now up 37-6. 37-6, man. I'm telling y'all, this James Madison team is a different team than last year, than the years before. I don't know what they did in the offseason. I don't know if they were just bonding more in the offseason, but this year for James Madison has definitely been special, and I feel like we definitely have a chance to make it to the college football playoff game. And James Madison takes it in a blowout win versus the Blue Devils. I'm pretty sure after that game, that's gonna put us at the top of the conference. I think we still got 2 games left. We have to win those games though. We can't play in any more games this season. We've already played in 6. Looking at the stats, Ken Johnson 11 for 23 touchdowns. He didn't really have to do much. James Khalil, he had a beautiful game. 14 carries, 98 yards. He also had 3 catches for 86 yards. Led us in rushing and receiving. Braylon Stanley, he had a great game. Ogden had a touchdown. Our backup running back had a touchdown. Overall, man, a great game by James Madison. After that big win versus Duke, Marcellus Nash, 4 sacks that game. 4 sacks. This young man is having a career year. 4 sacks in one game is crazy. And here we go. We are now in week 13. Week 13, but we were able to take down Wake Forest and SMU. We did win both games. Ken Johnson, 263, 3 touchdowns. Braylon Stanley, 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's been playing amazing ever since he got back from injury. Then Ken Johnson, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. Khalil had a rushing touchdown. Stanley again, back-to-back 100-yard games, 2 touchdowns. But this week for our last regular season game, we got Boston College, and they are ranked 9th in the nation. 9th in the nation. And to just look at the conference standings, we have 4 teams in the ACC that are ranked top 10 in the nation. That just shows how tough this conference is. That's how, like, if you want to know a reason why I haven't been able to make to the college football playoff, that's why. But to look at even a top conference like the ACC, they only have 3 teams that are in the top 10. We got 4. Looking at the Big Ten, they got two teams in the top 10. Like, we're the only team in the country where, we got five teams in the top 10. So it's gonna be a battle for that college football playoff bracket. Right now we're sitting at that second spot playing in the Capital One Orange Bowl, and we have a bye and we don't gotta play in the first round. We wanna keep it that way. But for us to keep it that way, we have to beat Boston College this week. If we lose to Boston College, we won't get knocked out of the college football playoff, but we could be playing in that first round, and that's not what we want. We want to play in that quarterfinal, so we play less games. But this game is definitely gonna be a tough one. It is definitely gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna need my team to show up this game. Show up this game. We're not gonna be hopping into this game at all. We will be super simming it though, so y'all can see the process of the game. But this is gonna be a must win for us, especially for the college football playoff. Because like I said, if we lose this game, we could get knocked out of that quarterfinal spot. So here we go. We got second and goal right now. Second and goal. We're in the red zone. Can we score? We scored. Scored a touchdown. Braylon Stanley, 5-yard touchdown right there. That was huge. That was huge. We needed that right there. We tried to go for the 2-point conversion. We didn't get it though. Boston College still has a chance in this game. We got 3rd and 5. Oh, they were able to convert on first down. 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. They got another first down. Wow. 2nd and 16. I think we got a sack. 3rd and 14. They get a first down on 3rd and 14. Wow. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 14 again. 4th and 14. 4th and 14 right now. And Boston College, they had 3rd and 14. It was an incomplete pass. They were not able to convert on that third or that fourth down. We got 2nd and 6, 3rd and 4, 4th and 4. We got to kick it back to Boston College with 3 seconds left. Punt it back. And that's going to be the end of this game. Wow. Wow. James Madison takes it. Like I said, we couldn't play in that game. I had to sim it because I told y'all at the beginning of the video, I can only play in half of the season games, and we were able to pull off the win. Wow. And we will be playing a rematch versus Duke in the ACC championship, and y'all see it, man. We are now ranked number 1 in the nation. Before we get into this game versus Duke, y'all see it, man. Ken Johnson is in the Heisman race. 3rd right now in the Heisman. He has this one game versus Duke to try to move up to that first spot to win the Heisman. So in this game, we need Ken Johnson to throw for like 300 and some yards, like 3-4 touchdowns, and maybe he can move up 2 spots, and we can have, I think this will be the first time, this will be the first time ever on any rebuild I've ever done where I've had a player actually win the Heisman. Here we go, our first conference championship game of this rebuild. It took 5 years, 5 seasons to get to the conference championship. That is how packed this ACC conference is. Like I said, we are the only conference in the country with 5 top 10 teams in it. 5. This rebuild has been having so many ups and downs. I remember year 2, we were arguably the worst team in the ACC. Now 3 years later, we're in the ACC championship, and we cashed our ticket to the college football playoff. But we got to win this game. We can't take Duke lightly. I know we dominated them during the regular season, but this could be a totally different game. We're moving down the field right now. We might try to hit our tight end Hepburn, and that's a beautiful throw by Ken Johnson. That is why Ken Johnson is a Heisman finalist. That is why right there. He has improved so much since when he came to our program as a freshman. Here we go, though. Here we go. We got 1st and goal. 1st and goal. We might got to try to get out of here and scramble, and that might be a touchdown. You ain't catching them. Touchdown. James Madison. Our first touchdown in this ACC championship. Defense was able to get a stop. We do got 3rd and 20, though. We might just try to go for a jump ball to Ogden, and he hangs on to it. Oh my God. That catch was insane. It's a jump ball. And Ogden being about 6'3", just makes a beautiful catch. This just locates the ball at the highest point, makes a tremendous catch. Wow, strong. That was crazy. To the other side, see if we can get it, and that might be it. That might be a touchdown. Touchdown, James Madison. We now take a 14-0 lead in this conference championship game. And here we go. We're in the fourth quarter of this game. Game is 28-17. We've actually been playing really good football. Really good football all game. Ken Johnson has over 300 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. 17 for 21. That is why this young man is a Heisman finalist. And this game could, having a performance like this could move him up to that first spot in the Heisman race. Or the 1 yard line. This touchdown will seal it. Who else is it that can get it? Ken Johnson, the Heisman finalist. That is I think that's his 5th or 4th touchdown of this game. We are now up 35-17 with 2 minutes left in this game, but it looks like we're gonna seal it. End of this game, James Madison wins their first conference championship of this rebuild. What a great game by Ken Johnson. 341 passing yards, 84% completion percentage, 4 touchdowns. That's one of his best games of his career. I'm honestly, I'm not sure if that's gonna that's gonna move him up to the top spot of the Heisman race. See, and you see it, man. James Madison takes home the ACC championship, and Coach Sparrow does win Coach of the Year, man. Like I said, I told y'all he deserved this award. Last season we were a team that barely made it to a bowl game. We were only like one game, or I think like a couple games above 500. This season we finally figured it out, and we only lost one game, and we are the #1 team in the nation. But Coach Sparrow wins Coach of the Year. And our DC does win Defensive Coach of the Year. That is well deserved, because if y'all know, our last 4 years, our defense has been terrible. We've given up so many points, and those are the reasons why we haven't been able to get over the hump. This season, we have shut teams down, top teams in the country, with 20 or less points, dominating them, and it starts with our defense. Our offense is great, yes, but our offense is like a middle of the pack offense, maybe above average. But our defense is a great defense, well-deserved award by DC. When it comes to the Heisman, Ken Johnson does not win it. I mean, this guy right here, the senior quarterback for Oklahoma, did have a crazy season. 51 touchdowns is insane with 4,400 yards. I mean, well deserved by him, but I definitely would have wanted to see Ken Johnson up there for the Heisman. But our defensive end, Marcellus Nash, did win Best Defensive Player of the Year, solidifying himself as the best defensive player in college football. He had a historic season. 19 sacks, 36 tackles, 8 tackles for loss. This young man was definitely the best defensive player in the nation. Safety. And our safety, I didn't even know like he was in the running for this, but he won Best Defensive Back. He was a transfer from us, and he had a great season. 4 picks, 50 tackles. Y'all see it, man. Like this just shows how great our defense is. We got the best defensive player in the nation, and then also having the best defensive back. Overall, man, great season by our DB. To the college football playoff bracket, we will be playing Oregon this week in the quarterfinal in the Capital One Orange Bowl. This game right here is gonna be it's gonna be insane, because if y'all know, we beat Oregon in an upset in week 4 at their house. We beat them 28-16. So I mean, we definitely could win this game this week. We already know what their roster looks like, but this is our first college football playoff, our first one of this rebuild. So if y'all haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and do not forget to leave a like on the video. We're in the fourth quarter of this game. Game is 17-20. We're down by 3 points with 4 minutes left in this game as Braylon Stanley makes that catch down the middle. This game has been a very close game. It's kind of been low scoring. It picked up a little bit, but mostly this game has been very low scoring. We need a big drive right here out of Ken Johnson as he takes the scramble and gets a couple yards. 2 minutes left in this game. 2 minutes left in this game. Oh, no, and that's a pick. No, I thought that corner route would have been open. Oh, my God. That corner route looked wide open. Oh, that's going to hurt us. That's going to hurt us right there. They're most likely just going to go for the run. Come on, that's a safety. No. 2nd and 15. And they go for a run right here. There we go. After Ken Johnson threw that pick, we're going to get the ball back with a minute left in this game. Only one timeout. We only have one timeout. We're going to do a little wide trail combination right here. There we go. Just hold on to it. There we go. We got to go no huddle again. Right here. Burn, but last time I tried to throw it, it got picked off. But we're going to try to throw a high ball right in that hole. There we go. Beautiful catch right there. First and goal. 7 seconds left in this game, and that might be a touchdown. J.J. Jones. Touchdown. He hangs on to it. I honestly did not think he was going to catch that. He hanged. Wow. No, that wasn't KJ Jones. That was Braylon Stanley with the catch. Look at this. The way he was able to hold on to this in traffic. Ken Johnson made a beautiful hole throw. Wow. This is how a Heisman finalist plays. This is how the #1 team in the country plays football. Oh my God. This game came down to the wire. This game is not over, though. There we go. Big stop. 1 second left in this game. 1 second left. We're not going to take any chances. We're just going to play 3-man deep. Right here. We're already going to send our linebacker. I'm playing with the middle linebacker right here. All we got to get is a big stop, and that might be the game. And that's the game. That is the game. James Madison is going to the semifinal of the college football playoff. You see it. James Madison holding that Capital One Orange Bowl trophy. But the player of this game, by far, Braylon Stanley, 7 catches, 111 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He came here as a transfer from Clemson. He's been balling out ever since. Beautiful game by Ken Johnson. That last drive that he put together, the throws that he made was exceptional. When it comes to the college football playoff, we will be playing USF, surprisingly, in the Fiesta Bowl. This is gonna be a big game. We did not play USF at all. At all in the regular season. I'm not sure what their roster is looking like, but we're about to see right now. 84 overall roster, led by quarterback Jalen Doman. Mainly a pocket passer. Does have a big arm though, 96 throwing power. They got pretty decent running backs. They got some pretty good receivers. 99 speed, 88 speed right here. Definitely a decent offense. Pretty athletic tight end. 6'6", does have silver sure hands. Probably the best ability to have on a tight end. Their O-line pretty good. Their D-line's great. Their D-line's good. They got pretty good linebackers. A really good front seven overall. Pretty good corners. I feel like this is a team that's gonna depend on their defense. They're gonna play defense. They're gonna play hard-nosed football. They probably gonna run the ball a lot. But this game is not gonna be a walk in the park. And here we go in the fourth quarter of this game. We are up 15-13. It has been a very, very low scoring game. It hasn't been really much to really going on, but Hepburn makes a beautiful catch and that's a touchdown. I thought that DB honestly was gonna deflect that pass, but he ended up overplaying it too much, and we get the touchdown. We are now up by 9 with 2 minutes left in this game. But like I said, this game has been very, very low scoring. Not really much going on until that play right there. It's mainly just been field goals. I mean, we probably scored once outside of the time we just did right now, but it's mainly just been field goals. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got 1st and 10. Can he get a pick? Whoa, my God. Nah. No, 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 no. Nah. Check on our safety. I think he just embarrassed himself. This is the semifinal, right? The game before the national championship. We're not just playing on regular TV. We're not playing on ESPN2. We're not playing on Fox. This is a national championship. We playing in front of millions. He just got baptized on national television. Look at, I think it looked like he got shot in the back. He just got baptized on national television in front of the whole world. Our safety. Oh my God, this catch was amazing. This is one of the best catches I've ever seen. Wow. I'm not gonna lie. Even if we win this game, we need to go talk to the dean at James Madison. We might need to go get your scholarship taken away. Yeah, we might need to go talk to the dean about you. Yeah, I think that scholarship gone. That NIL money you got, nah, we about to cut that. We got 2nd and 10 right now. It looks like USF is in a run commit right now, but we got the fastest receivers in the nation. You can't do that. You can't do that, and you not catching them. You not catching them. You not catching them. Touchdown, James Madison. That is why we're so explosive. We're so explosive. We got 299 speed receivers on the outside. Got one from recruiting, another one from the transfer portal. We know what we doing over here. Touchdown, James Madison. We're back up by 9 in this game right now. All we got to get is one more stop. In our cover 1, we're going to believe in our DBs. No, oh, he almost had it. He almost had the pick, and we gave up another touchdown. This game has been low scoring before the 4th quarter. I promise you, it was nothing going on until this 4th quarter happened. Nothing going on, but we have to get this onside kick. If we get this onside kick, we win this game. All we got to do is get the onside kick. Somebody grab it. There we go. And who else is it? Ogden, the senior, hangs on to it. It's gonna be the game. James Madison escapes in this semifinal. USF though, I know they wasn't as talented as Oregon, but they put up a fight. Ken Johnson, though, great game once again. But like I said, USF put up a fight. They are a great program, but we take it, and we're going to our very first national championship. We will be playing Georgia in the national championship. Georgia, they beat Oklahoma. They had the Heisman Trophy winner. They blew them out 55-34. Then they beat Utah in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Now they're gonna be playing us in the national championship in Arlington, Texas. This is gonna be a game to remember. This is gonna be a tough game. We're playing one of the best rosters this season, led by Dylan Raiola, out of all people. We're playing, Dylan Raiola is playing for Georgia in this rebuild. That is insane. He's on his senior year. By the way, in real life, Dylan Raiola, great player. He's definitely a pocket guy. They got a 99 speed power back. I know y'all heard what I just said. They got a 99 speed power back. That is insane. They got basically two 99 speed receivers. One got platinum takeoff. This game is gonna be tough. Oh my, this game is gonna be tough. They got a 91 overall tight end with silver sure hands. They got a great old line. D line is insane. Linebackers fast, 94 speed linebacker. They got corners. They got safeties, 96 speed safety with house call. This is going to be the toughest matchup of the season. Here we go. Here we go. The national championship. James Madison, Georgia. You got the coach of the year. You got the best defensive player in college football. You got a Heisman finalist. This James Madison team came out of nowhere this season. Nowhere. We have been battling for 4 years straight, but we didn't give up. We kept just, making it to one bowl, making it to a bowl game, and that's it. Just being average. This season, we were exceptional. We are the #1 team in the country. We only have one loss. This is the 2029 National Championship in Arlington, Texas. Can we end off this rebuild with a national championship? Can we end off this rebuild with a national championship? This is what this game is all about. If for the people who don't play this game or didn't play the previous college football game, when you make it to this point, it is a different feeling. I know I sound like a nerd right now. I know I sound like a nerd and probably but when you get to a game like this, it is a different feeling. It is a different feeling when you make it to the national championship because you rebuild this team from the bottom up. Let's go, man. We got to get into this game. Here we go. We're going to hit it underneath. First down. They do got press coverage on the outside. We might try to hit McNulty. Wow, he got pressed. Wow. McNulty got pressed so bad right there. Wow, I didn't expect that. I honestly didn't expect. McNulty, he got pressed so bad. That was supposed to be a fade. It looked like a post. That's how bad he got pressed inside. We're sending the blitz. There we go. No, wow, that was a beautiful throw. I honestly thought he was going to the flat right there. Wow, and by the way, Dylan Raiola threw for 5,000 yards. Oh my God. Wow, that's first touchdown on the board for Georgia. Like I told y'all, this game is not going to be easy. It's going to be the hardest matchup we've had all season because this Georgia team is stacked from the bottom up. 2nd and 12 right now. We might try to go underneath to Stanley, and that's a beautiful catch by him. Beautiful catch. That is somebody we got to depend on this game. But he did just get hurt. As I just said, we got to depend on in this game. He gets hurt. Throw it right there in that hole. Beautiful catch. Wait, y'all see it on the right hand side. Braylon is out for the rest of this game. He is out for the rest of the national championship with an ACL sprain. I know his ACL was bothering him in practice. But he is not going to be able to continue in this game. We're going to hit it underneath to Ogden. No, there we go. Beautiful catch by Ogden. We're going back to this little wishbone right here, and that might just be a touchdown. Touchdown, James Madison. There we go. Our first touchdown of this game. Game is now tied 7-all. That was a huge drive right there. Huge drive, especially after throwing that pick. We needed that drive right there. A beautiful play right there. Here we go. We got 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. They motion over there running back. We're sending 5. Come on, go make a play, Bush. There you go, Bush. That was a beautiful pick by Bush. If y'all know, he got baptized on national television just last week. I promise you. It was either the I don't know if it was the quarterfinal or semifinal, but he recently just got baptized on national television. He made up for it right there, though. There we go, man. Big first down. Fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter of this game, it's 21-24 Georgia. This is a big first down right here. We might just got to scramble it for the first down. That's a first down. 4 minutes left in this game. We got to go for the shot. Beautiful play. Beautiful throw. Touchdown, James Madison. That was a beautiful ball. Beautiful ball by Ken Johnson in his national championship. He saw the man coverage. The safety had to come over from the other side of the field to try Try to cover JK. Beautiful, beautiful catch. So we're going to send 5 right here. We're going to stay in cover 2. We're just going to send 5. Come on, go make a play. Go make a play, Bush. Go make a play, Bush. Go make a play, Bush. There we go. That is how you play cover 2. I swear, ever since Bush got baptized on national television, he came to play after that. Beautiful play by Bush right there. We're going to the wishbone. We're going to try to cut it up, and that's a first down. That's a first down. All we got to get is a couple first downs and hang on to this ball as we just throw. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'll always mess something up. Like in what world does that happen? Please tell me how often that happens. A defensive wow, here we go. We got to get a stop. Come on, that's Nash. That is Nash, man. Stop playing with him. 3 sacks in this national championship. 3 of them. 3 of them. They go to the run. Beautiful play by Cruz. Beautiful play. Come on, defense. Lock in. This is the national championship. Come on. Here we go. 3rd and goal. I'm covering the tight end. I got the tight end. There we go. 4th and goal. 4th and goal. Come on, defense. Lock in right here. This is for the game. Here we go. 4th and goal. I'm covering. I've got everything covered right here. No, and that's a touchdown. Wow. Oh, my God. I'm telling y'all, if Georgia wins this game, it's because we committed 3 turnovers. In this game, we committed 3 turnovers versus one of the best teams in the nation, and we're only down by 3. That just shows how much we are losing this game for ourselves. Georgia isn't even beating us. Come out and man. No, and Hepburn was wide open. I know, not Hepburn, Ogden was sprinting down the field wide open, and if I would have hit him, that would have definitely been a way bigger gain than that. Here we go. 1st and 10 though. We're gonna go back underneath the Hepburn across the middle again with another first down. There we go. 10 seconds left in this game. That might be the big play, and that's the big play. Boom, touchdown. You cannot guard it. They ran that same play again. I told y'all. We've been watching film. We know they run a lot of man coverage. So we sent that wheel route. The safety had to go across the field again, and he couldn't do it. Versus one of the best running backs in the country. Touchdown, James Madison. Lock in. I'm covering the tight end. Let them go underneath. And it's a fumble, and we recover it. It's a fumble, and that's going to be the game. That is going to be the game. Wow. We get a fumble right there, and we're just going to run this ball and run the clock out. There we go. Just run the ball. Just run this ball, run the clock out, and let's go home. Here we go. We're going to run it again. There we go. We're going to run it again. Nope, we're not going to throw it. Trust me, I've learned from my mistakes. I am not throwing this ball. I will run it. Every single time if I got to. I promise you. There we go. Madison wins a national championship. Oh, my God. James Madison does it. Oh, man, this is surreal right now. Y'all don't understand, man. Like, we have not been able to get over the hump in 4 years, and we did it today. You see it, man. Our national championship. VP of the national championship. Who else is it? Ken Johnson. 4 touchdowns, 378 passing yards. We played a beautiful game. Both teams played amazing. Georgia played their best game. They knew their game plan. They was going to come out in that man coverage, but honestly, that man coverage hurt them. Stats, Ken Johnson, 26 for 41, 4 touchdowns. He had 4 picks. I told you the turnovers killed us, and they did. The turnovers almost lost us this game. When it came to receiving, though, McNulty, KJ Jones. KJ Jones is the X factor of this season. He had a great year. James Khalil though. James Khalil in the passing game played amazing for us. Nash, the only player with sacks this game, played huge. Bush with those 2 picks, he played amazing. Overall, man, a great game by James Madison. In this video, I just want to give a shout out to some of the players. First one is Ken Johnson, man. What a great career, ending off his senior year with a national championship. He came to us his first year as a true freshman. He he had more picks than touchdowns. He had more picks than touchdowns. This young man has improved every year. Outside of the year where he got hurt right here, he has improved every year. He is going to be remembered for this James Madison rebuild. Second guy is James Khalil. James Khalil is going to be remembered throughout this rebuild. He had some up and down years, but overall, this young man, beautiful player. Next guy, y'all already know, Matthew McNulty. Matthew McNulty ended off his career with his first 1,000-yard season. He is gonna be a staple of this rebuild. A tight end I want to shout out, Logan Kyle. If y'all know about Logan Kyle, y'all just know, if you know, you know, he a staple of this rebuild too. Um, Next guy I want to talk about is, where is he? Where is he at? Here we go. Marcellus Nash. He has developed so much this year, so much throughout his career. He has been in school for 5 years. He is a 5 year senior. He came his first 2 years he didn't play, not he didn't even play no snaps for us. And he has improved every year since. Improved every year since, and now he won best defensive player in college football. Um, just a great career. A great career. Last guy I want to shout out. Where is he at? Where is he at? Where is he at? There we go. KJ Flo. KJ Flo. He's been here throughout the entire rebuild, all 4 years. He has been amazing. He has been amazing. He is our captain on defense. On note for those DBs. Great player, just everything. But overall, man, if y'all if y'all like this rebuild, and if y'all were here for the entire 5 year rebuild, all of the 5 episodes, y'all drop it down in the comments. Who is y'all's favorite player? Drop it down in the comments. Who was y'all's favorite player throughout this rebuild? For me, honestly, it probably gotta be Matt. It probably gotta be Ken Johnson, our quarterback, because of just how much he developed. Like, y'all got to see Ken Johnson go from a quarterback who threw more picks than touchdowns to almost winning the Heisman. Just a great career, man. This has been a great rebuild. But again, if y'all like content like this and anything College Football 25, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and do not forget to leave a like on the video. But we got another rebuild coming, and it probably will be our last rebuild of College Football 25. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is, but it's gonna be based out of Virginia. Just letting y'all know. So y'all be prepared for that, because it might be our last rebuild of College Football 25. But y'all already know, man. We a community, we a family, and I'll see y'all next video. Saturday Night Lights, we out of here. Let's go.